welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Kimberly McIntyre. For those of you that are new here, I'm a nutrition and wellness coach, bringing you information, hopefully to help you along your health journey. And today we're going to be making muffins. I had a viewer ask for the recipe of the muffins that I mentioned in my Bread 101. So Ken, this recipe is for you. The great thing about this muffin recipe is you can make it whatever flavor you want. I'm going to be using wheat from 4 generations. They are a farm located out in Oklahoma. They are all organic and non-GMO and also glyphosate free. So anyone that has heard my story knows how important it is to me to make sure that I'm getting glyphosate-free products. I was tested for glyphosate toxicity. I had numbness in my limbs, felt brain fog, and those were the things that led me to the doctor to figure out what was going on. So then I had to go through a detox, and on the other end, want to make sure that I do the best to get products that are tested no glyphosates. So super important. And today I just want to show you some of the products that I have that I'll be using in future videos. I have the Stardust, Butler's Gold, and these are hard whites, and then Skydance and Yakora, and these are hard reds, and then I have Durham. So things coming your way soon will be tortillas. Of course, we're gonna get back to bread, and I'm gonna be making the perfect loaf of bread, going through detail by detail to teach you exactly how to do that. I've had successes and I've had a lot of failures, so I've learned a lot along the way. So let's get to the muffin recipe. By the way, thank you so much for Jen for the wonderful apron. I have to work later, and so it's nice to not have to worry about flour on my clothes. Okay, so I'm gonna get this milled and then we'll get on to the muffins. We are using the pastry setting so that we have a nice fine grind for muffins. As I was looking at the berries, they look a lot like soft white, which makes them perfect for muffins or pancakes, waffles, biscuits, things like that. When you are milling flour, it's always going to mill more than what it measures. So I measured about 1 3/4 cups to give me 2 1/4 cups for the muffins. We're gonna start out with 2 1/4 cups of the fresh milled flour. And I just shake it off until it's flat. A little bit more. Get out my 4th cup. I love how it's nice and warm on my hands. Feels good. I just love everything about this process. I love the flour. I love to feel it. It's kind of weird. I love the way it smells. Next, I'm going to be adding 3/4 cup of sucanat, which is sugar cane natural. If you want to, you can separate this and do dry in one bowl, wet in the other. I just like one bowl to clean up, and they turn out fine for me. Maybe I don't get as high of a peak, but they taste delicious, and the flavor is what matters most. I'm so sorry to interrupt this very important program, but I have some news for you. I have become an affiliate for the 4 Generations Organic Farm, and I will leave my link below along with my discount code, which is intyrehealing. Now I'm going to fresh grind my flax seed, and it's very important that you fresh grind because that way we are not losing the nutrients over time. They oxidize once they hit air, and you do have a few days, but fresh is best. So we're going to put that 1/4 cup in the Magic Bullet or a coffee grinder, whatever you have that might have a flat blade. You don't ever want to use it in your mill because there is an oil that can cake up, and so don't ever put them in your mill. And it always helps if you plug it in. Now I'm going to put these items away so that they aren't in my way. I am the kind of person that likes to clean up as I go, so I just feel better when I'm done if it's not a big nasty mess. We're going to be using half a cup of oil. You can use whatever you want again, but I like to use butter. I think that it gives it a delicious flavor. I have used coconut oil. It turns out amazing. I've used olive oil. That's fine, but this is my preference, and I will tell you that today I am making these for some people that aren't quite where I am as far as caring about the healthier things in life, and so they're going to prefer butter. I'm also using some chocolate chips that I typically would not use for myself, but it's going to make them happy, and so that's what it's about today. I'm going to put this in the microwave. If you're against the microwave, then you can do it on your oven top, but this is just quick and easy.
Stove top?
Easy.
Oven top.
If I said oven top, I meant stove top. I'm going to just give this a stir, and I'm going to go ahead and add my salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Really easy because it's 1-1-1. 1 teaspoon sea salt. And this one I'm using the Celtic. I love the gray color. If you look at that, you can see the minerals, and that is what we are after, because every bite you take is either nourishing or it's not. So I like to make it nourishing. Sprinkle that around. One teaspoon of baking powder. You always want to make sure that you don't have anything containing aluminum. Check your ingredients. Make sure they are clean. Oh, my baking soda. I have to climb like a little monkey. It's all good, it's all good. Did I mess up my apron?
Nope.
Okay. So 1-1-1. 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder. So I'm going to go ahead and give those a stir. I'm not a big microwave user. I don't cook food typically in it, but it does have its time and place for me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my half a cup of butter in here, which is 1 stick. One egg. I keep my shells. If buttermilk were easier to get, because I'm going to get raw. Like I get raw milk and I get my buttermilk when I do from that same farm, but they aren't easy to get to. And so I just don't have time to drive all over the place. If you would like to use buttermilk, it is awesome in this recipe. I am not just plant-based, but it's easier for me to make plant-based milk than to drive all over the place to try and get raw milk. And since I can make smaller batches because I don't really drink milk, then I don't have to worry about it going bad. So we're going to be doing a cup, but I'm going to add a little bit of Greek yogurt, which I happen to have in my refrigerator, which will kind of do the same thing that buttermilk will. So I'm just going to do 1/4 cup. And if you have yogurt that has this liquid right here, a lot of people toss it out. Do not toss that out. That is an amazing way, and it is so good for you. So I'm actually just going to pour it in here and use that as part of my liquid. And then I'm going to put in enough to just kind of take it up to 1/4. There you go. Fill that the rest of the way with the milk up to the cup. Let's go ahead and pour that in. Now I'm going to give that a stir. What I have always done, because we all like different things, is I go ahead and put my stuff in my muffin pan, and then I make cranberry walnut, blueberry, and chocolate chip. Typically, I would use a dark chocolate, about 65% cacao or more, but today I am using Nestle to make the hubby happy and the girls at work, because I'm going to take it to them. So I'm going to skip the cranberry walnut today. That was just so you know some other ideas. Obviously, you can put whatever you like in here. Maybe even share with us your favorite muffin. But today I'm just going to do a few blueberry, and the rest are going to be chocolate chip. Spray your muffin pan. This one is a little bit bigger than most, and I'm just using the avocado oil from Trader Joe's. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate your comments, and so if you would please leave a comment below. Let me know your favorite muffin recipe. Let me know any topic that you would like for me to bring up, or maybe a certain recipe that you would like to hear more about or see me make. You know, I'm all about the bread, and there's a lot more to come with that too, and I just can't wait to bring it to you because it tastes so delicious. And bread made this way is 100% different than what you are getting in the grocery store. Fresh milled flour has so many nutrients, is so impactful for your body. It is so good for those people suffering from constipation, can't sleep at night, lack of energy, doing great things for your body, and that's why I'm bringing this to you. So the reason why I make muffins sometimes is maybe you find that time in your life where you just didn't have time to make bread and you ran out. Well, then make some muffins. They don't take that long, and you're still getting the good, delicious, wholesome, fresh milled flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few muffins in here for the blueberries, and then I'm just, for the rest of them, dump in my chocolate chips, and that'll be easier. I finally got one of these amazing scoops, because this is about the size for a muffin. Then you don't have to think about it. Okay, so I'm just doing 3 blueberry muffins today, and I just shove them in. I use fresh sometimes if I have them. I use frozen. Either one is just fine. About 1 more will do it. 1 or 2, we'll do 2. I love blueberries, and blueberries love me. Blueberries are so good for you. That looks amazing. Now I'm just going to put the rest of the chocolate chips in here. I'm using the tiny ones. So listen, if you have a picky husband like me, and you can get him eating these chocolate chip muffins, you go ahead and use Nestle if that's what he needs, because the benefits of the fresh milled flour and the flaxseed and all of that other stuff in here, it's doing his body good. This muffin cup is bigger than most, and so it does, typically it's 12 muffins. This recipe is typically for 12 muffins, but these are big, and so, and you saw how full my scoops were. These are gonna turn out fantastic. Sorry, I gotta lick the bowl. Finger looking good. Now I'll go wash my hands. Push those down in there. I also want to take a minute to tell you guys about something that is so important to me, something that I'm so excited about, and that is my anxiety program. The world is stricken with stress and anxiety and panic and fear, and so I came up with a program to help you get over it and to actually shut it down 100%, because anxiety can be overcome, and I know that because I have overcome it. I had anxiety so bad, and I tell my story in the program, so I will just leave that there. But I have overcome anxiety, and it blows me away when I'm in situations that I reflect on and I'm like, oh my gosh, I handled that like a champ. There was no anxiety, no things that accompany that, and just seeing those results have just been amazing. So you can check that out on my website, and I'll also put the link below. Okay, so these are ready to go in the oven, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the empty well with water, just because that will help that to not burn, and then that also kind of puts a little bit of moisture into the air. So you're going to bake these at 350 degrees, somewhere between 16 and 18 minutes, and I just do the pounce test. You just do a little finger, and if it bounces, they're done. Okay, Ken, so there is my muffin recipe. I hope you enjoy it. These have been my family's favorites for years. I became an affiliate for 4 generations. I'm gonna put the link below. If you use my code intyrehealing, you will get a discount, and tell them I sent you. The other thing I want to mention is if you will click the link below for my 3-day detox, and we will send you information for that. It's free. It's a great way to reboot the system, flush out some toxins as well. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. Again, please leave me a comment. It really helps me to know what kind of things that you're interested in, what you would like to see. Also, if you'll hit that bell, and if you know people that need this information, if you would be kind enough to share, it really helps me out. I appreciate it so much, and you guys have a great day. So I was told if you do this muffin trick that you will have the best muffins ever. The peak that everyone desires when they bake those muffins. So I'm going to test it out and see. And they say the secret is to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and that you will have the best muffins ever. So I'm going to wait and put the chocolate chips in the morning, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in now. There we go. We'll see. High five. Boom. Good job, girl. So I had to test the theory to see if it was true that if you put the muffins in the refrigerator overnight before you bake them, that they are better. And I will say that they were more moist. But the first batch were delicious. I took them to work with me. The girls at work said that they were wonderful. But I took the second batch to work, and my husband and the girls said that they were even better. So was it the overnight, or was it the buttermilk, or maybe both, or maybe it was just because Octavia helped? I'm not sure.